There we go. No, that was really weird. That was really, really weird. All of a sudden I dropped like 100 frames and I crashed. That was really weird. Hello. I don't know what that was about. Are you running okay? You're running good. You're cool. Are you running okay in the background? I talked about how James isn't capable of drinking juice. You're great in the background. You're great. You're running really efficiently. James, I told him he couldn't fucking drink juice and he crashed my PC. Rebecca was valid. Protest shitting tends to work. I would like to believe it does. Did you? Okay, we talked about the Wizards of the Coast, the Magic the Gathering incident that has just happened. Yes, but did we talk about the Musk incident that happened over the weekend? The most recent, not debacle, but like stupid thing. I don't think we have. He offered 1 million Dogecoin to someone who could prove that he ever owned an emerald mine. And his father responded with, "Yes, you do." Like very quickly. Like he was like, no one can prove it. And I've never owned a diamond mine in my life. And I'm a real grassroots kind of guy. And then Elon Musk's own father said, "Yes, you did. Yes, you do." Oh, yeah. There's also the incident where it was discovered that he has an account where he role plays a child. Yes, that's also an issue. That's also up there. Hello, Nura Shiny. You're just in time. Stop making noise at me. I'm legitimately like shocked, and I say this like sincerely. I'm legitimately shocked that the twist isn't that he ran an account where he pretended to be a child who was like a huge Elon Musk stan that like cheered for himself. Take him to the penis explosion room and have his penis exploded immediately. His connection is possibly role-playing his son because of his age. That's terrible. He has more children than I think people care to acknowledge. That's because he's a terrible, terrible man. His penis explosion. Send him to the penis explosion room and have his penis exploded immediately. There's been a lot of weird random stuff happening this weekend that depending on where you are and what your vibe is, you're either like for it or like you don't understand. A YouTuber who's really famous for exposing other people and like other shady business practices has been exposed over the weekend for delaying paying editors and other people they work for like upwards of 9 months. And like often stealing content wholesale from like documentaries. This is the room I was just in, wasn't it? Yep. If you've ever heard of the Illuminati lady, she's the pyramid head lady. Not the sexy pyramid head lady, the pyramid head, like the pyramid scheme lady. And she was outed by several people who she used to work with that she tends to steal. Like she has a quick turnaround on videos, and it turns out it's because she allegedly again. Even a H Bomber guy has pulled up a clip and like publicly on Twitter like fucking blasted her for like using a documentary he used in a video, except instead of like using the documentary as a reference, just like literally repeating line for line words in a documentary about the subject in question, like changing one like adjective and then like publishing it as a video. And this all started because someone very politely sent her a formal business email saying, I noticed that you have an effect in your video and I really like this effect. And I was wondering if you're using a plugin, because I would like to try and do a similar effect on this video that I'm editing for this big YouTuber. And basically she turned around and blew up and was like, fuck you, this other big YouTuber has been copying me since the beginning and I won't fucking stand for it. Send this man to the penis explosion chamber immediately. And then the same person attempted to correct this mistake, or not correct this mistake, but be more polite by going into their Discord server in hopes of, oh, hello, speaking to an editor to like, just like trade plugins. Because they're obviously using a lot, so like, okay, so like, let's talk Adobe plugins. And then again, banned and send this man to the penis explosion room immediately. And unfortunately, for YouTuber in question, the editor worked for a lawyer YouTuber who is making legal videos about similar copyright issues. So sadly, they went out and they fucking went off on this freelance editor who works for a lawyer who makes legal YouTube videos and got fucking blasted. It's terrible. There's a lot of penile explosion. Yes, it's true. It's legal. Yes, it is. And I give full credit to the Legal Eagle man for standing up for the freelancers who work for him by defending them publicly. Oh, look, here's my wife. 202. Oh, it's a room key, not a thing. H-Bomber, I tweeted about it. Yeah. That part of it, yes. It's a larger YouTuber who stood up for their freelancers, trying to get them to stop blasting this person who's just trying to work and survive on social media. I just think that the whole situation is very interesting, not because I care particularly about this YouTuber, but because I just, whenever like a person whose whole thing is, oh, I expose bad people, is exposed for being a bad person, I'm like, ooh, this is delicious. Oh, it's so scrummy yummy. Finally, some good fucking food. I think that says 203. I just want to see funny titty jokes. That's fine. I do too. I love the irony. I live for it. 205. Oh, so this is going up. Oh, there's a dead body in here. Original idea. The effect in question is just a plugin effect that highlights text in a paragraph. You know that effect that you've seen 50 million times of a paragraph coming on screen, and then like a highlighter goes over it? Yeah, it's not original at all. Like, it's totally 100% not an original effect. Like, in any sense of the word. Yeah, it's used all the time. People love that shit. I wish I could see that number more. Yeah, but it's not drama that's related to me, and I get to look at a person and point and laugh. And say, haha, very silly. Very silly, very goofy. What a thing to be upset over. If that were me, I would simply be unbothered. And then I can, like, move on with my life. And that's perfectly fine by me. It's not like a drama that concerns me that I actually have to be worried about. I just get to have a good time. I don't think that's the door I want to go to, though. Stop that. The one thing I do know about Silent Hill that I think is very interesting is in the movie Silent Hill, the evil figures in question, who are the ones roaming around in the hallways, 203, are played by interpretive dancers wearing essentially full body condoms. I think that's what they're called. And just moving. Like they're contortionists who come through and do that kind of thing. And I just think that's super interesting. I think that's super neat. I think that's an incredibly interesting effect to do. I don't even think the Silent Hill movies are like good, question mark. But I think that that's really cool. The same with the nurses in the movie, I believe being played by professional ballerinas. Where's room 202? Goddamn. 203, so is it over here? Oh, there it is. I just can't count. I only know the nurses because the internet draws them sexy. Valid. I don't think nurses are very sexy. IMO, in my opinion. I think the nurse costume is attractive. But I think there's something on the other side of the hole. Yeah. I don't think this is evil. I don't think that this is the devil. I think this is one of those fake outs where it's not the devil. Just fucking shine your flashlight in there first. Take a peek. Got the clock key. Don't be a baby, John. James. James. Ooh, drink. This look weird. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Now where's the clock? Anyway, I'm sorry to talk about computer drama, but I can't help it. I like to look at the YouTube videos and eat snacks. And this is why we don't stan anyone famous. I stan my besties, but you know, that's it. think the clock is on the upper floor. Have a good night. You have your melatonin. No, because this is where I got the gun and the shopping cart. Have a good night. Also, I feel like I should say hello formally to Sunderdance. Because that's what they deserve. Hello. I still don't understand why James would do this. I know you gotta love your wife. I know it's like a thing. And that's okay, but like... Bruh, she's like dead a Reno. And I don't know much about Silent Hill, but I know for a fact that you can get an ending in Silent Hill where you 100% know she's dead a Reno for a very specific reason. So like... Why are you still here, man? I get you get the mysterious letter and you're like, I have to go see what the beef is. I gotta go see what this beef is about because, like, this makes no sense to me. But, like, I don't understand how you get there and you see the beef and you're like, no way, you know? No way, absolutely not. The scars from the past shall remove the nail that stops time. Yes. No, wait, I have to do the clock puzzle first. And I can push it because he's a baby. Inventory? Needs to be safe. In the violent brill. Oh, I had to use it. I'm in violent Bill. Also have a good day or night or whatever it is. Oh, and then I took a picture of this for this very reason. The longest one is... Mildred. Hmm? Do I have to get them all to line up? I probably should have picked... I should have picked easy mode and easy puzzles. I should have picked easy mode. Hour, minute, second. I hate the name Mildred. It makes me think of mildew. I don't like Harry or Henry either. Bad vibes, bad vibrations coming from that one. Oh, paper that makes my brain hurt. Yes. Yes, please.
Get spooked.
I'm so glad you worked for that one. Hi, Grandma. Hello. I can't tell you how much I love that audio for the meme where it's like, yo, Grandma, this apple pie bussin' for real. Is so good. And the grandma's just like, thank you, grandson. I love it when you come over. Thank you, grandson. I love it when you visit. I feel like that's me with all my friends. I'm talking about how stuff is bussin' for real, and they're just like, thank you. Thank you, grandson. I love it when you visit. Sorry, I gotta wiggle. I have to stop shrimping. My back hurts. Sounds like it's time to take you home, Grandma. It's true. I could go home. I made brownies. I could eat a brownie. I love eat brownie, dude. Dude, I love eat brownie, but my favorite part of the brownie is the centerpiece. I feel like you're either a centerpiece bitch or like a corner bitch, and like it depends. Like that's like the like keystone of your vibe. Center's the best piece. Center is the best piece because it's the softest piece. Center without corners, it's so soft. Oh, this is the inappropriate scene. It's so much flavor. I like the craggly crust. I can't believe that in 10 years from this game coming out, they looked at this creature and they were like, what if we gave him a really fat ass? And a bunch of Hello Kitty stickers. You should get a brownie. Have you ever had one of those, like, Devil's products? Where the bottom is a brownie and then they put cookie dough on top and they bake it and they make a brownie cookie hybrid dessert? I had one. They're so bad for you. They're terrible for you. They will destroy your health. They are super scrummy yummy though. I like them very much. I understand that this scene is confusing, and I understand that there are many interpretations of it. And some people saying that he's shooting the gun because he's trying to fire to distract Pyramid Head, not to kill him or shoot him or do damage. But my question the whole time is, what does that mean? And why did he do it like that? And other people are saying, no, he definitely shoots Pyramid Head in that cutscene. And he just gets frustrated and he goes away. And I'm just so confused and I don't understand it at all. But I understand from seeing many videos about this game that that is a point of contention. Crepe spaghetti? That sounds great. That sounds spectacular. I don't think that that scene is actually meant to be heavily interpreted at all. I think the game developers just like, he shoots a gun at the monster and he gets away. Oh, that's right. I'm using the wrong thing. That's why. No. It is covered in chocolate stuff. It sounds great. I'm not saying, oh my god, like that sounds like an evil curse. I'm saying that like it sounds amazing. Get over here. It's just bad for you. Yeah, but I love eating crepes. I love crepes. They're so good. Got the fire escape key. I love crepes. You may eat it, just don't overdo it. I know. I always think about it. I know this is terrible. This is terrible. I feel terrible when I'm like, when I travel, the thing I remember always is how good it was to eat at a place. But it's true, I do. I'm very food motivated. And I remember going to Montreal and eating at this restaurant that had a really pretty view. I took photos of that I think I still have on my phone. But what I mostly remember, other than the pictures of the view I took, is that I ate a crepe monsieur, which is a croque monsieur, the sandwich, but it was served as a crepe. So it was a crepe filled with ham and bechamel sauce and Swiss cheese, and it was extremely yummy scrubby. And that's mostly what I remember from being at that very nice Montreal restaurant, was this delicious super scrubby cheesy ham-filled crepe with sauce that they had like broiled, so the sauce on top had like those nice brown spots on it, and I could eat like 10 of those. I used to love the plane ride more than the place I went as a kid. That's valid. I just like eat food. I like to eat food. I can't help it. I'm a food consumer. Canned juice. Oh, that's how I get the garbage. I have to go use that to get the garbage open so I can throw the juice. Hopefully he doesn't crash my fucking stream again. You know, I knew that this would be an omen. I saw right before I started streaming this meme go around of like, what EV streamer are you? And this one of the streamers like has crashes, and I was thinking to myself, I haven't crashed in a long time, and I should have known that that was an omen. Hello, Parasitus Rocket. How are you? I also have parasites. I am. I'm I use filter effect because it makes my brain go brr. Good. I also have parasites. I have 2 of them. I hope you're having a good time. Ow. Yep. Boink. Boom. Ah. There's space for a third by chance. There's always space for another parasite. I love them. Well, that's not true. I hate them. They make me incredibly scared. But I love them. I love them. They're very nice to me. She's very pretty to me. I was gonna ask, like, what Team Fortress character are you? But I feel like that's too BuzzFeedy. And that is who, anyway, I know the answer to that question. And that is, like, as much as I feel like I'm a terrible little guy who runs around too much, like Scouty, I feel like the true answer is... I think that's a bad room to be in. Hey, Bruce, tell me a bedtime human banana fan. Oh, the true answer for me is I'd be the medic because I don't have a medical license. A bedtime human body facts. You can lose a lot of your liver before you don't have enough. You can lose quite a bit of liver before it becomes a serious problem. And that's why, you know, it's really helpful. That's why you can donate partial liver and, like, survive, because your liver will recover on its own. He's just having a good time in there by himself. He's fine. He's vibing. How did I get back over there? I forgot already. It only takes 3 full rotations of the head to pop it off. That does count. But I wonder what breaks first when you rotate the head 3 times. Because, like, if it takes 3 full rotations, I wonder what it is that breaks. If it's the spinal cord first. Or what the vibe is on that. The bones aren't so good. Bones are not very good. Your bones aren't there for a good long time. They're there for a good time. Did you know actually certain yoga stretches? Yeah, but your skin can rip and that's fine. You can also get plenty of skin from other people. What was I gonna say? Oh, certain yoga stretches. Certain yoga stretches can actually weaken the vertebrae on the top of your neck and make you more susceptible to experiencing whiplash in a car accident. So it's actually recommended that you, like, stretch your neck reasonably, but avoid doing too many of the yoga poses where you need to point your head very far up and super far down, because you'll rub the corners of your vertebrae too far. And if you get in a car accident, you'll be very likely to develop more extreme whiplash. It won't kill you. If I remember correctly, supposedly there's been a case where someone has been killed because their vertebrae was too weak, but I don't believe it was strictly yoga related. I like to do yoga, but I am a hippie, so this is valid and reasonable, and you would be correct. That is correct. You're right. That's why I'm so surprised that so many goth people hang out with me. I have very hippie energy. That's how I prefer to dress. Isn't fun, but internal applications aren't either. That's true. Either way, your neck should be up where it should be. Keep that bitch where it's supposed to be. Hamster. The Hikita hamster. Hamster. I forgot too that there's an episode of House where uh, they have a child who develops leprosy. I forget that happens. I just rewatched that one. Use. Got more medical not so fun facts? I love medical not so fun facts. Tucky Duck. Sure. Come on, Tucky Tuck. You can do it. I believe in you. It's true. It wasn't meant to be a Tucky Tuck redeem. Do you still want me to get him to Tucky Tuck to you? You still want Tucky Tuck? There goes my points. What redeem would you like of equal or lesser value? I will give it to you for free as compensation. I should really get a moderator who can do that. We'll make it say Fef. Okay, you got it. Tucky Tuck. Say something. I'll refresh you and then you'll have to say something. Yeah, but you moderate for so many other people. I don't want to make you have to do stuff you don't want to do. Refresh. Sorry, I bumped right into my fan. Tucky Tuck is on a break. Beep. Say something. I don't allow smoke breaks or vape breaks. You have one last chance. Say feet. Come on, at least say feet. Damn, okay. I'm sorry, Triumph. I know I think I've said this multiple times before. I know someone who's a big feet guy, you know what I mean? And I've always like intended to some degree to be like, hey, so like what about my feet? Because I've always been curious. Like, I'm not interested in it, but like, what's the read on it? But like, it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Yes. But that's so not kind and compassionate of me to ask that. I haven't painted my little feet nubs in forever. I don't think I can actually get to the garbage, so I think I made a big deal out of getting that puzzle done for nothing. Oh no, wait, I must be able to get to it, because it's on like the first floor, yeah? Okay, I'm sorry. This is a lot of me navigating. I probably should have gotten a game guide for this. Probably should have gotten the Prima strategy guide while I was at Walmart, getting a copy of the game. I'll check really quick, actually. If I can spell silent correctly. Game guide? Feet nubs. You don't have feet? No, I have. I'm a little creature 99% of the time. 95% of the time, I'm just a fucking little guy. Radio, wood plank, apartment gate key. Oh, damn it, there is a map. I'm just not very intelligent. There was a map right away and I missed it. I'm gonna go get that first. James, you should have said something. Should have used your words. It does. Map is intelligence. If you can read map, you have intelligence. Everybody knows this. I can't read a map, and that's why I spend so much time on fucking TikTok. My landmark game is terrible. Apartment 205, get the flashlight. Handgun bullets. Handgun, 202. Health drink, put your hand in the hole. Clock puzzle. Got it, got it, got it. Save square, 307. Courtyard key. Fire escape key. Okay. Oh, hello, Philo. Philo. Fire escape key. Can juice. Front door. Courtyard community pool. Coin snake. Oh no! The skill is basically useless. Valid. I talked the other day, but one thing I've looked into is 911 operator skills. And the thing that holds me back is the fact that you need to be able to give directions based off of like context clues for like your local area. So like you need to be familiar enough with your local residents that you can say, you know, certain things. Oh yes, here it is. I'm sorry, Zomri. Moobot is mean. Coin old man. And Walter Sullivan. He's the guy in the other game, right? He's in another video game. He's kind of crazy, I guess. You know, I look forward to a day when I can be interviewed about one of my neighbors and I can say that they were completely fucking out of their mind. When I was apartment living and hating it, I was totally prepared for the news to interview me at any point and for me to respond to said news articles by saying, yeah, I know that guy who's fucking insane, and just like ruining the reputation. Oh, I think I need to go to the other side. I'm not very smart. I was totally ready for that. I was super... I would have done it. I hated them. There's something about living in an apartment that completely ruins your sense of community and, like, human connection. Like, the moment that you're living underneath someone who's active for 24 hours a day is the moment that you become, like, a jaded, horrible beast who only craves vengeance. Once I was living above neighbors I really hated. And, like, they always played music early in the morning, which is frustrating to me, obviously. And, I actually did the stupid thing where you, knock on the ground with a broomstick. Back door on the first floor and use the courtyard key. Okay. Back door on the first floor. Oh, this one. And I banged on the ground because my neighbors were so noisy. And like 15 minutes later, they actually knocked on my door and said, "Did someone? Are you okay? I thought I heard knocking." And I straight up just lied to their face. I was like, "Oh, sorry, I dropped something." Even though I was like clearly in my pajamas and like clearly was like trying to sleep, I just, "Oh, sorry about that. I was moving something around and I dropped it." No harsh fives. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, my neighbors say about the local hoo-ha. That part will get a little messed up. Mess with them? Oh. No, I don't get it. HOA. Oh, HOA. You're not saying hoo-ha, you're saying HOA. I thought you meant hoo-ha like they're ruffians and they they make a lot of noise and a lot of hoopla. The HOA. Stop throwing up on me, goddamn. Ow. I thought you were saying they have a lot of hoo-ha, like a lot of hoopla. Oh my god, I'm illiterate. Oh, valid. Okay. Coin snake. Going back to the main entrance, check out 4 apartments on the east side. Be prepared for more straitjackets inside. Apartment 101. Okay, so I need to go back and look for apartment 101. Speed down the road, but I don't think that makes us a bunch of hooligans. I think the most hooligan behavior, like criminal, like literal criminal hooliganery, I saw was when I was living at that same apartment. I woke up in the middle of the night because I heard a lot of noise, and I thought that there was an accident because I lived on a pretty main road at the time. And I was like, "Oh, there's been an accident. I need to go check," because I saw a lot of lights out my window. And I peeked back my little curtains and I took a peep. I put my little glasses on and I was like, "What's going on out there?" And it was not people who had been in an accident. It was 2 cars who had pulled up to the light and then they were throwing down. Like it was just a bunch of people in the car, like getting out of their cars and like coming out and like throwing fists. For whatever reason, I didn't know what was happening, but they were very upset and they had a very aggressive argument, and then they left. And then they were like, "Okay, goodbye." On the east side. Sorry, now I'm checking a guide. And then eventually they just got in their cars and they drove away. So that's the courtyard with the pool. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, I'm not very good with directions. This may be like problematic, and maybe this is dangerous thinking, but have you ever just wanted to like fucking gun it down the street? Like an empty street, you know? Like, have you ever just been like on the freeway by yourself and you're like, I could totally get up to like 180 right now? Or is that like not reasonable or acceptable? Is that like not positive thinking? Map? Okay, so just turn like right around. But I just have a vibe that I would do that. I would go like 120 and then I would immediately like run into the only like officer within like 80 miles. I know running is bad for you, but you haven't been this happy. Haven't been. I know running is bad for you. Pain or no pain. Oh, are you running? Good. Hello, Red Honey. I like your little emote. Stop fucking Febrezing me, goddamn. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, I just got back. Oh, good. Running isn't terrible for you. It is not, obviously, like, any form of, like, cardio exercise over a long period of time can, like, potentially be, like, not good for your health. But, like, the hell. This is not the hell. But, you know, like, running is good for you, and if it makes you feel good, then it's good. Then it's okay. Oh, this must be the fire escape? Just don't run for like 15 hours a day and you'll be fine. It's the joints. I've been warned about the knees. It's true. It's also really bad for your knees. Well, it's not bad for your knees, but it puts a lot of strain on your knees. It's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Like, not running and exercising is bad for your knees because you'll put unnecessary weight on your knees and it'll get worse. But doing too much of it will put excessive stress on your knees and then it'll just get bad. It'll get bad, all equally bad, like equally not positive. Are you yartzing in here? I don't like that. I know this guy. It's Chunky Ness. I have at least one immediate family member who basically after a certain age, just the cartilage pads in their knees completely just fucking evaporated. So it's something I have to consider could be a possibility for me in the future as well. I'm all cartilage too. I'm a fucking fish. I'm 95% cartilage.
James Sunderland.
Eddie.
I have no bones.
Who's that dead guy?
So you can imagine how terrible that is. A cartilage-based creature.
You're not.
Are you gonna be like this whole cutscene? Do I have to skip it? Because this is terrible.
Red pyramid thing. I don't know what you're talking about. Honest.
If you do that one more time, I'm skipping.
Monsters. They scared the hell out of me. So I ran in here.
Well, I guess this place isn't too safe.
I told you. I'm skipping. I can't stand the sound of that. No bones, very squishy. I'm cartilage. I'm cartilaginous. I'm not bony, I'm cartilaginous. Cartilaginous, I think is it. Is it cartilaginous or cartilaginous? I don't know. Look for backs of handgun bullets. I have that. In the Western Hall, you could use the fire escape key on it. Go to the second floor, enter the western hall, use the fire escape key. Okay. Cartilaginous. Do you call Megalodon Grandma Grandpa Bruce? No, my grandma. My grandma is a lovely fish. She's a thresher shark, and I think with a type like that, you can tell what kind of personality she has. I think my grandpa, though, her husband was probably a megalodon. Cartilaginous. My grandpa on that side of the family had a very, very distinct voice, and the other members of our family would refer to him as the voice of God just by the way he sounded, because he had a very imposing voice. Can I get in here? I can't. I want to trade my bones for an exoskeleton. That would make me too heavy to live on land. Give me gills, too. You could have, like, a partial exoskeleton and gills. Oh, that's the clock. Okay. Is closely related to the tiger shark, not the great white. Oh, God. Actually, that's a good question. I actually don't recall. The great white... No, they're closely more... Okay. Never mind. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to get my brain in order. The megalodon and the great white do have a common ancestor, but it's actually a type of mako shark, if I recall correctly. They both diverge from a very specific type of mako shark that existed at one point. Why are you chewing so fucking loud? But that was their most common ancestor at the time, and that was still quite a ways away. They're actually pretty distinct from each other. I would believe it then, thinking about it that way. If they have a common descendant that's a mako, I would believe it that the megalodon was more closely related to the tiger shark. Are their teeth similar? I think that James. He's gonna aerosol you. Thank you. That's not COVID safe. Not my damn way. Oh, so I think that was the... Where's the fire escape? Oh, north. So... the end of the western hall. Oh, so that way. Over there. It's not genealogy. My family history of tracing sharks is pretty difficult. I am not very good. Are you a landed shark? No, I'm a sleeper shark. I'm a miniature sleeper. My dad was my mom was a Greenland, and my dad was a Pacific, and we're all sleepers. My brother's also a Pacific. Jurassic extinction, my best area of history. No, it's okay. I don't have the best area of history either. There's like this period of time. I've read a number of books, obviously. About this kind of thing. I'm going to another apartment building. Goddamn. One of the periods that confuses me most is this period between mass extinctions, where sharks were still very much present, but they became very separated because obviously the seas became pretty distinctly separated at a certain point. There's obviously a very with the land masses moving, there's a huge shift in currents and the like. And I vaguely understand what happened to chimeras, or who became separated and isolated, and their unusual development, and that's easy to track because chimeras are such weird little fucking guys. That, like, saying that, like, okay, they got stuck in this corner of the earth and then they almost died and now all of a sudden they're back and they're really silly and they're really kind of goofy. Probably should have read ahead in the guide on this one, shouldn't I? And, next, the apartments. The second floor, health drink. Search around the living room, clogged toilet, bathroom. A wallet with a memo, safe combination. Okay, so I need to go back. But the development of sharks after that point is confusing to me. I do lose track of it. Because they just split off into so many different factions. I need like an Ancestry.com type deal. Type stitch. Why'd you do that, James? That's so unsanitary. Oh, I can put my tail up. I'll put my tail up. Lantern sharks do glow in the dark, don't they? Yes, they do. 13/02/11/16. Picky time. Okay. I need to go in the living room and interact with a safe, question mark? There we go. Oh, fuck, do I have to dial this? Oh, do I have to dial it? Documentaries happen in a Discord and love mass extinction events. Valid. It is really interesting. So I have to go... Oh, fuck. Is this like random? 13. Two. 11. Oh, damn it. I messed up. I used to do this. I used to have a locker like this in high school. I used to do this every single day. 13. 2. 11. 'Okay, so I must have to go the other way. $13. 2. 11. 16. Ooh! More O2 are large enough they could run off a small child, charging atmospheric condition. Bugs smaller. Yes, right? And I'm so glad for that, because bugs are so scary. You won't have a map at first, so let's go find one. Take a right down the hall, look for the exit sign, enter a white door the sign is pointing to. Okay. Same with plants. High CO2 in the atmosphere made plants much larger but less nutritious at the same time. So, like, all plants became cauliflower, is what you're telling me. Because what else is large and completely unnutritious but cauliflower? Cauliflower. I think that you should be allowed to have that pet centipede that's 13 feet long. Legally, I think you should be allowed. But, like, personally, I would be offended. This apartment is locked, but a note saying where to find the key, sort of. Head on the first floor, 209. You should be allowed to have a pet centipede. You should. It's your God-given right to have a squiggly little guy in your house that you love and care about and give big kisses to. 209. It just makes me very uncomfortable. But that's okay. I don't have to live with it, so it's fine. It's good. It's not my scent a problem. Of Taitaboa than any instincts. Which one's Taitaboa? Taitaboa. Oh, is it the big snake? Dear Tim, I've gone to run an errand, so I'm going out. I left the house key with Uncle David. Nearest the first floor staircase. I'll be back as soon as I can. Please watch the place while I'm gone. It's the giant snake. Yes, Taitaboa. Taitaboa. First floor. Look out for any mannequins or beetles. Head to apartment 109. Yeah, okay. I admit this guide is very helpful. Oh wait, I have to look at the picture of my wife. I haven't looked at her in a little while. Hello, wife. Hello, wife's letter. Someone else left a letter for their significant other. I should look at the letter my significant other left me. Out my damn way. But that sounds cool. I would love to have a Titaboa snake skeleton and, like, make it a cool house decoration. I think that would be radical. Oh, my nose. It itches. Not now, horrors beyond my imagination. Not now, alarming thought beast. Oh, this is ominous. Oh, save box. Save paper. I really want to know what those Cambrian explosion beasts were like. The ones that were like, they look like fern leaves. Or we draw them as like fern leaves with like big old eyeballs and then like trunks for hands. I really want to know what those guys were up to. No, 5, so it must be back this way. 106. Oh, 109. A stuffed animal. Probably belonged to the kid that used to live here. I love a stuffed animal. It makes me happy. This does not appear to be a place of joy and merriment. No. Okay. Go take a shower. Be clean. I appreciate you. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go.
Oh, it's you. Yeah, I'm James.
I think I have an uncle who has live chickens.
Angela, okay. I don't know what you're planning, but there's always another way. Really?
No, I love the history. I'm interested in it. I wish I was better at it so I could have a more, like, detailed conversation with you about, like, certain factors. But that's the thing I struggle with, but I'm definitely interested. I just wish I could get the timelines better. We gotta do, like, a crime episode about it where you, like, connect all the dots.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
Beverage.
Did you find your mother? Not yet.
Have you seen that picture where someone puts a chicken in an Instapot and fucking vaporize it because they cook it for like 50 plus hours? And like the thing they're left with is like a pile of like charred, barely intact bones.
What did you say?
I love a good documentary.
How do you know that? Well,
Good
I
beverage.
just figured 'cause
It's a fuzzy water.
for her. How else would I know? Yeah. Am I right? I'm so tired.
She's just like me for real, for
Why did you
real.
come to this town anyway? I'm sorry.
Her pants are terrible. Her pants are... She should just worn dark pants, like gray or black. It's so not good for her hair color. Like, it does not... Like, it doesn't work. I think it kind of works with a sweater, but her hair is just too dark. It's too burgundy. It doesn't work with the burgundy pants.
I'm sorry. It's okay. Anyway.
Why are you drinking moldy water? Because it tastes nice.
I don't know why I think she's here.
Because it's spicy.
She's dead? Don't worry. I'm not crazy. At least, I don't think so.
I should at least finish my fuzzy water before I end a stream.
Find my mama. Should I go with you? This town's dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
I'll be okay by myself. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
It's mine. Get your own.
You hold it for me?
Sure. No problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do. I'm sorry. I mean bad. Please.
It looks like a comfortable sweater, though. Okay, I know she's having an issue, but puts it down so casually. What is your favorite beverage to consume while playing a video game? There are magazines on the floor, nothing unusual here. I admit, I like a fuzzy beverage when I play video game. I think it tastes nice. Coin prisoner. Inside room 105 is the cabinet with the 3 coins and the coin puzzle. Snake, old man, prisoner. My wife. I admit I've been bewitched by the devil liquid, and I drank a Baja Blast during a during a terrible day that I had recently, and I have been thinking recently about how I might like to drink another Baja Blast. It doesn't sound terrible. Literal manifestation of guilt and regret doesn't excuse you for being OSHA compliant to wear a reflector vest. It is important, it's true. You should wear a reflector vest. Save page. Yes. Description on the side, you'll need 3 coins. I was about to say OSHA doesn't apply to me because I'm a civilian, but I forget that that's the Geneva Convention. That's not OSHA. That doesn't count. Hmm. Inside room 105 is a cabinet with an inscription on the side. You'll need 3 coins. You should have them by now. To solve the puzzle, use the coin puzzle thing. Maybe I'll be able to survive. Can I interact with the cabinet? There you go. I'll call games, but that's just as a treat. Valid. To the right is the lady, to the left is the old one. To the center crawls the other, but just 2 spaces remain. One 5-inch round depression set on the table. To the right is the lady, to the left is the old one. Okay. Use? Use? I'm not cheating, so it's okay. I'm not cheating, I'm just really good at this. I'm just remembering the speedrun strat. Is all. Apparently the speedrun strategy is actually to use the D-pad while maneuvering through this particular menu. Because it's faster by a couple frames than the other thing that's not the D-pad. Second floor. Oh! That's the house key. You get sued for Red Cross. Oh, I guess that's true. That's why Among Us had to get rid of their Red Cross. And My Little Pony. They also had a Red Cross they had to remove. Among Us? Among Us? Among Us sus. As Mongoose? We drank the Among Us potion. Not terrible. I've ended up pulling up a guide because I kind of need it. And I skipped a cutscene with Eddie because he kept throwing up and I didn't like it. If he wanted me to pay attention to his words, he should have stopped yartzing first. How was therapy? If that's comfortable for me to ask you that. He's probably fine. He's fine. My therapy is convoluted. But I feel like all therapy is. I feel like I should be able to pick that up. What'd I just grab? No. In therapy, something we've talked about is apartment stairway key. Apartment stairway key, so I must have picked it up. Is this this technique called wise mind, which is supposed to be the intersection between your rational brain and your emotional brain. When you make it, when you're like thinking hard enough that you consider both halves of those things, like both parts of those personality, the part that's like rational and has a set of rules, and the emotional part that wants to like do whatever, you know, feels right, and like using those things in tandem to make decisions that fit, you know, both your like emotional and like, oh, be prepared to fight, and like rational parts of your brain. And I realize as a person, a limitation as a human being is that I get 2 of those moments a day. I get 2 moments a day where I make a completely rational and emotional decision using like both parts of my brain. And I am so desperate not to waste those moments on ridiculous things, and yet I do. I have the biggest brain moments where I make decisions for myself, and they're always not the ones I should be using my full emotional capacity to do. Head to the second floor, use the north, and to the north. I use those decisions to like make the appropriate amount of rice for a meal and like nothing else. Head north. So I want to turn around. Out of my way. I'm confused. Where am I going? Head to the second floor stairway and go north. Oh, I think I go up. I must go up. Looks like the lock is broken. Mine was good. Good. That's what I was asking you. How was your therapy? Did you have a nice time? I'm obviously not asking you to go into details, but you know, you feel positive. Head to the second floor stairway to the north. Second floor stairway to the north. Yeah, things are fine. Oh, valid. Some people have a therapy experience and they're like, I'm just tired, dog. I think that's totally valid. That's the north, right? Maybe I'm going the wrong way. It's not one of those days. Some days I just learn too many acronyms and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I spend the whole time, like, learning acronyms I'm supposed to, like, go over with myself. And then I never do. Yeah, so I did just go the wrong way. I'm just not very smart, is what it is. Turns out I don't know the difference between north and south. Oh, you scared me again. I dropped a whole bunch of frames. I thought I was gonna crash. It's all good. Why are you chewing so fucking loud, bruh? Leave that little guy alone. Uh-oh. Ow. Am I doing this correctly? Apparently I'm not. Hold on. Am I just supposed to shoot him with a gun? Use the handgun. 30 shots enough will be... 30 shots are... 35 shots, actually, are enough to take him down. So I have to unload into him 35 times? No, not the map. I don't want the map. I want to go to your pockets, James. And I sure hope I'm actually, like, hitting him with my gun. Oh, he wasn't retreating. He was winding up for a devastating 1-2 combo. That's what he was doing. Damn, okay. I really like the ambient music. I think that that's really incredible. Continue. No wonder why they want me to pick up all the handgun ammunition I can. 35 bullets. I didn't need that many bullets to take out the hive mind. In dead space. No, let me through the door. Thank you. That's because I had a lot of charge guns saved up. Does he need to be, like, on screen with me for me to hit him? Oh, he grabbed me. He command grabbed me. No. No gun, James. Put it away. No, no map, James. Please. That's instant death, huh? It is a really big knife, to be fair, and I am a human man. Did... Well, then why did he try to strangle me 10 seconds ago? If the knife was such a devastating attack that was gonna, like, destroy me in a single hit, why did he go out of his way to try to strangle me with his man hands? Just see him crawl on the ground. That is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. Damn, you good? Thirteen, 14, 15, 16. Stop! James. Seventeen, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22, 23, 24, 25. 20, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I thought you were winding up to die. It says you're supposed to take 35 bullets to kill. Simply run from the corner to avoid attacks. After 3 minutes have gone by, a siren will sound and he will leave without having ever fired a shot. So you can just kite him for 3 minutes? Yeah, but is that true? Because the 35 bullets are apparently not true. What time is it? Yeah, hold on. We'll try for 3 minutes. Clock. Timer. 3 minutes. I'm looking at my wife's pic on the reg. I'm not sure. TBH? It says 3 minutes and a timer will sound. I have a timer on. I'm not connected to the PlayStation network. I won't get an achievement. The Walmart game does not come with internet connection. No Wi-Fi included in this Walmart package, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we're more than halfway there at this point. We're going pacifist route, Undertale style. I do actually kind of hate that so many games have pacifist routes nowadays. And that's not me being like, dang, millennials and their pacifism, but I just think it's kind of boring. TBH. To be real with you, I just think it's a little... This is one of the OG games. No, I'm not saying that this game, like, is doing anything wrong by doing it, because you're right, this is a much older game than that. And so it's probably not doing that out of some, like, sense of, like, Undertale did it, or at least I hope not. But, you know, like... I sometimes think that the pacifist routes of games are really boring, because they don't actually, you know, say anything meaningful about, like, pacifism, or give you, like, any other meaningful way of dealing with your problems other than running away, and, like, the game always rewards you just by being like, and you did it, and you're so nice. I also crave violence. Hippies are not unviolent people. They have their own forms of violence. They have their own acts of violence and rebellion. "15 seconds? "3 seconds? And timer is up. And there it goes. Okay, 3 minutes. Bye, baby. Bye, baby. I'll see you in Left 4 Dead. No, that's not Left 4 Dead. What's that game called where they gave you a fat ass? Oh, he's disappearing into the cement. See you. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. Dead by Daylight, they give him cheeks. I think I should run back and save my game. I'll see you in Dead by Daylight, baby. And I just saved 35 shots. I do appreciate the trend of sexy Pyramid Head, though. I think that it's like pinnacle of like human creation. Here we've created this being that represents a very interesting subject of guilt and misery, and then like 20 years later they're like, yeah, but what if I took it like I put it in the Barbie stilettos and put a Hello Kitty sticker on his face so he looks real happy. And suddenly he's an icon. And now we love him. Now he's not a manifestation of our guilt and like inner violence. Now he's just like a guy that we love. I actually have a commission that I've got a rush order on that I have to finish like in the next like 48 hours. But my hand hurty. I'm gonna do it because it's the businessly thing to do. But ouchie. Ouchie. Let's see. Rosewater Park. Is Rosewater Park not too far? Follow the alley north. Keep going north. Secluded stairway, you'll find handgun bullets. You got it, Chief. Oh, let me examine my wife. She's so normal. Just like me. For real, for real. My wife is so normal, you guys. You don't understand. That's what I love about her. So normal, so regular. Okay, so I want to go up that way. If you're a fan of the original Silent Hill game, do you like that they gave Pyramid Head a fat ass? Or do you not like it? Do you wish that he was more serious? Because I feel like I like both. Both are good.
You, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
I'm a fan, I'm torn.
What's a little
Badass
girl like you
equality,
doing
exactly.
anyway?
Cheek him up.
Are you blind or something?
What's that letter?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Wait! How do you know Mary's name?
I wish he didn't exist in more games outside of Silent Hill. Like you wish that like they kind of kept him like to themselves a little bit better. Like you wish instead of being like a DLC character for everything else, it was just like let's keep him in the little Silent Hill cozy. I understand. I've obviously like I like creature design, so like the designs in Silent Hill are like incredibly iconic. So like I'm familiar with them like from that perspective. Um, but and I totally recognize that the designs of the monsters in the game are usually pretty relevant explicitly to their protagonist. So like the monsters in Silent Hill 2 are very relevant to James because they reflect things going on in James's life. And Pyramid Head being like one of the primary antagonists is like a big element of that. Like slippery when wet. So I understand why it doesn't make sense that Pyramid Head becomes the primary antagonist of all Silent Hill games. Like if that's not what it is. Like I could see if Pyramid Head existed in the first Silent Hill game and they gave him a more generic role of he's just the dude who punishes the guilty. And I think that would cheapen him though in Silent Hill 2. Like here's me talking about a game that like I have like very little experience with, that like isn't really my thing, but you know, I've seen a lot of videos about it. I understand that like putting him in every game would make him a cheaper character, and he wouldn't have the impact that he does in the second game.
Mary?
Allegedly. I'm figuring out right now, I'm experiencing right now. But
No,
if they had just set him up like that from the beginning, then it wouldn't be an issue. But the fact that he
my late
is built and then becomes this iconic staple of this character's story, and then they suddenly make him a part of every character's story because he's popular,
voice,
is a problem.
hair and clothes are different.
My name is Maria.
Maria, you're the Gaslight Girl boss.
See? Feel how warm I am?
You're the Gaslight Girl.
I told you.
One of the originals.
Sorry. I was confused.
Where are you going?
I'm looking for Mary. Have you seen her?
Didn't you say she died?
There you are, Gaslight Queen.
Years ago. But
There you go, Gaslight Queen.
she said she was waiting in our special place.
I'm trying to think of a villain who I think works
I haven't
in the
seen
same way as Pyramid Head, who gets treated very similarly. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now,
place.
which I almost think is sad because that means that Pyramid Head is such a unique case. And yet, you know, I do think Pyramid Head is a pretty iconic design. I think that's why he's copied in so many different places.
Well,
I think the design is really iconic. I like the symbol. I like the great knife. I like that it's like kind of subtle and it's very vague and open. But it really hits. It hits. That's the kind of vibe, the kind of energy I truthfully enjoy.
Don't get so mad. I was just joking. Anyway, it's not that way.
That being said,
This way.
I love I don't like Dead by Daylight. I don't enjoy playing the game. It's not fun to me. I love the fan-made concepts for the Dead Space Dead by Daylight crossover, where the hunter that you add is the Ubermorph, and then the alternate skin can be the hunter from the actual first game, or it could be the hunter and then the alternate is the Ubermorph. Because the Immortal Necromorph has a couple different forms. And giving Isaac Clarke a survivor role without the helmet on, or like making him Isaac Clarke the survivor in the straitjacket. And, you know, he's an engineer, so obviously he'd be good at fixing this stuff. And I think that's a cool idea. But that's because I like seeing more of a character I like, but I recognize that it's not good for the character. Let's go, Queen. This feels like a look at a picture of my wife time. Yeah, that's my wife. That's for sure. That's really my wife. There's nothing interesting here yet. It's time to navigate the streets of Silent Hill again. Go to Jack's Motel. And hit a save square. Okay, we're gonna go to Jack's Motel and we're gonna hit a save square, and then that'll be the end of the stream. I'm sorry I got lost in the apartments, but I did. Just like real life. Let's go, Mary. Maria, sorry. Sorry, I opened the map. That was my fault. Is Maria not, like, also implied to be terminally ill at some point? I feel like that's, like, a plot point that comes up later. The idea that Maria is as terminally ill as potentially Mary was. Then again, I also don't know if Mary was terminally ill, because I know, like, the content of a lot of these endings, and one of which suggests that terminal illness is not what got her. It was not the anime wife disease. Listen. It's a loaded fucking question. Okay, I get it. The back of one of the cars. Okay. I won't push it. Where's my save square? Oh, there it is. Okay, save it, the square. Yes, please. Okay, and we'll look for a raid now. Obviously, let me know if you have any recommendations. I've always seen the appeal of this game, obviously, like, I've known that this game has been very appealing for my whole time. Hello! Serious the mechanic. Seriously. Yes, I had a crash. I had a crash in the middle of the stream. I have no idea what happened. This game is running pretty positively. Running pretty good. The Walmart coffee is so good. This Walmart coffee is so reasonable and legal and pogging. And I have no idea what happened. So much Pog. Serious, yes, Pog. I like your icon. I like your icon a lot. And I like your banner. I'm sorry, now I'm creeping on you. Gumi is streaming. Oh, Gumi is streaming. How did I miss that? There are actually VTubers in the VTuber category, but I'm a third of them. And one of the other people is like totally Spanish speaking, but their model is kind of cute. We could rate Gumi. I think you're also invited. We might be doing a stream with Gumi eventually. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a sleeper shark. I got eye parasites. I don't always glow, but I like to glow because I like to play with the funny filter features. Because I'm very easily entertained. I got it. I love it. I love the glow in the dark. Like those little thingies that you stick on your ceiling when you're a kid, the glow in the dark lights that are never bright enough. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Also, hi, I'm Bruce Baby. I'm a shark on the on the internet. I'm not just on the computer. I'm a shark on the internet. I know it's fun to say computer, but it's not the same thing as being a computer and on the internet. I didn't pin my schedule. Is Gumi playing spreadsheets? Oh, building a live show. Oh, for a second, I finally chimed in for a second after the ads, and all I see is Excel. Valid. God. The idea of just doing a talking podcast type thing has come across my brain, but I'm so worried that I'll become every other person who says they have a podcast on the computer that I'll become immediately insufferable and I'll cease to exist. So, it's not really that much on the table. Having had a podcast, fine. I just think, have you ever seen, I love these TikToks. I send these TikToks to Lone Wolf Lock all the time. They're these great TikToks, and they usually use this audio in Final Fantasy XIV of these two dudes, Joey and some other guy. And the most recent one that has become like a TikTok meme is the one where one guy, I don't think it's Joey, I don't know their names, but they have very funny accents. They have very funny, like, New York accents. And he's talking about how sometimes he just eats a head of lettuce. And it's fine because it's filling and it's healthy, whatever. And he'll like sometimes, like, it's convenient if it's fully washed, just take it wherever. And they're arguing about it. And suddenly he starts talking about how celery has a spice to it. There's a spice to the celery, which I agree to. I think celery has this pungent taste. I hate it. And immediately they erupt into violent, like, yelling as one man attempts to explain, like, the word he's looking for is flavor. The word he's looking for is not spiciness. The word he's clearly trying to describe is taste. It's flavor. He's trying to say that something doesn't taste like nothing. And immediately this other man fucking goes full tilt and is like, it's not fucking spicy. It's celery. There is no spice. And I love it. And I feel like I don't think I would get that upset about celery, but I probably would because I hate celery. Also, thank you. I appreciate you. No. Yes. Yes. Anyway. I think I can take one more commission. I think, depending on the commission. Final Fantasy tomorrow, Shadowrun this week, Shark Sunday. I think that's pretty good. Oh my god, I didn't even see if I'm streaming Final Fantasy. I have no idea. It's Moogle Bucks time. There's Moogle Bucks period. I want that Moogle cash because I want those mounts. Also, I want the haircut. There's a super cute haircut I really, really want for my little lizard. She deserves it. I'm sorry, we're raiding right now. I'm tired. We had a crash, but we recovered. I'm just very tired. I have to put my wrist brace back on because my fins hurt. So I got carpal tunnel. The pads on the thenar region of my hand are like nothing. I have like a flat ass hand because I chose this life for myself. Gomi is Excel cheating. I have nothing else to say. I'm very tired. I'm looking forward to eating beets for dinner this week. Because I love fucking root vegetables, dude. They're so yummy. That's it. That's it. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good one. I hope you stay safe and you have a good time and you have good vibes. I hope that you can also look at a picture of your wife when you get a chance. Because it affects the end of the story, I think. I'm not confident, but like I think.